It's real good. Start getting real good. And we live, America. We're live. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in to another special episode of About the Night, episode 32. We got a special guest in here for you today, but before we get to that, let's go ahead and make sure that you do like and subscribe. We do thank you guys so very much for tuning in each and every week. But let's get into the main attraction, man. We got a legend, an icon here in Sacramento. If you live out here, I know you've seen this man here somewhere on the streets, on the sidewalk, in your club, your favorite concert. We got Kenny, the dancing man, in town today. What's going on?
Oh, God bless you guys. I'm just humbled by being here. Thank you so much.
Yeah, my guy, Kenny.
Yeah, and shout out to Kanye West and Martha Stewart. I hope you're having fun there.
All right.
Yeah.
What did you say earlier? Martha Stewart couldn't kiss you even if she had 24 cupcakes?
Martha Stewart, if she had 24 cupcakes, you still can't touch a side candy. 180 pounds, you'll never touch me. And Kanye West can come down, take all your bitches, all the Kardashians. That'll teach me late for a concert, get you some of that shit.
All right.
Yeah.
No.
In fact, when I come down to Hollywood, I'm taking all your girls. They're gone. That'll teach you stupid little Honda Civics with your loud little mufflers and stupid trucks. That'll teach you to quit bothering people. All you predatory little dingbat jitterbugs. How do you like that?
Well, you know how we do it about the night.
Yeah.
You know, we're rocking with the crew, right?
Yeah, we're good.
We got Kenny as a special
We're
guest.
good.
Let's not forget about my main guy, Rob, Warren, Tony.
Yeah.
We're in full effect tonight. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. Kenny, you actually kind of put me onto this. I'm glad we were able to run into you and get you on this show. But when we were talking, you had mentioned something that I didn't even know about at the time. And that was a recent incident that took place over the weekend with Sesame Street, like a Sesame Street parade.
Yeah, I think it happened in the city of Philadelphia, but it's a Disney sponsored program, right? Sesame Street. So I was on TV. It just flashed. I said two tiny little black girls extended their arms to get a hug from Big Bird or Rosita, the whatever. In the featured Big Bird snubbed them. The girls outstretched their arms to hug him, and the guy went like that, like.
Let's go ahead and tune in real quick. Warren, you got that video up and ready. I believe the character is Rosita.
Yeah, Rosita's the character,
Rosita
right?
is the character. You know, don't get me wrong. Big Bird, I think Big Bird would have had a little bit more class.
Yeah, Big Bird was better, but Rosita apparently is a little dipshit.
Yeah, man. Echo that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I think I was peeping in on this, but yeah, let's tune into it.
Yeah, watch this. This is.
High five. He did point. He did shake his finger no to somebody, but then literally just blatantly ignored. It was like right here. You wanted to stop. Why you want to stop? Why you want to stop?
Oh, see, this is sad. This killed me. I wanted to cry when I saw that. These little kids got hurt.
And this little poor girl's face right here
Look
in the pink, and she's reaching out like I'm right here.
Yeah,
I'm right,
yeah.
I'm
Look
right
at
here.
them.
Just
This monster destroyed their little childhood by doing this. This made me want to cry. This is horrible.
I'm wondering why. You know, obviously, you know, this can go on as far as, you know, a racial, you know, child being ignored, which is the narrative that is going out. And it looks that way. It looks bad. But
Yeah.
I wasn't there to really see or say what happened. Obviously, I can see him pointing his finger or shaking the finger for what reason, I don't know. But I could tell you those girls didn't deserve that treatment. I don't care what race they were. You know, this is a kid and this is a parade. They're looking up to you. They paid money to come and see you. The fact that they're in line wanting to shake your hand says something. I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, and their mom and dad are watching this. And my God, look at the face of
Look
those
at that
little girls.
face. You see that face right there?
That's a sweet face. I love that little face. And they don't understand why that happened. Look at them. They're only 4 or 5 years old. That hurt them.
Yeah, that's interesting. I watched a few videos of it. As you know, as we was talking about it, you know, you brought it up in the chat so when I looked at the video, it's like when you first look at it, I'm like, okay, maybe they had to wrap things up. Maybe they had to keep on moving. You know, I'm trying to keep an open mind about it. You know,
maybe.
But then when I started, looking a little bit more, apparently the mom had turned the camera off because right after she just literally filmed her girls getting snubbed. You know what I mean? So she shut the camera off.
Yeah.
What she said and what others also said while they was there, that character gave another group of kids a hug right after them.
Yeah.
So then that's when I was like, okay, because when I started looking at it at first, the Sesame place, like they kind of doubled down. They were siding with
the character.
The character, like, no, this, it wasn't what it made it seem like. But then they issued out an apology once the testimony started coming out that they had hugged the next group of girls that were not black.
Not only that,
now I'm like, okay. Now it looks off now.
Their first statement was that he couldn't see the kids, and I'm like, dude, he looked down and waved no at him. Like, so I understand that we just recently had that shooting where information comes out and was it's obviously a little bit too ready for a lot of people, and then we have to change the story, kind of figure out what actually happened and how do we change the narrative of the story that was already out.
Right.
That's how I kind of felt like they took it. Their first statement was like, "Oh no, our guys just didn't see him." No, that's not the case.
Nah.
Now
the
you
video
have to.
the video shows that.
Now you're coming out with a different statement talking about, oh well, now we're just going to provide extensive training. Like, no, we don't want to hear about future trainings. We want to hear about what happened and why this person has the right or audacity to treat little kids like that. Like, what did you do to him? You know what I mean? Like, what was the ramifications that he got for publicly humiliating these people?
That hurt me so bad. I wanted to scoop these little girls in my arms and say, listen, I love you. I just wanted these little girls to be okay because this really screwed my mind up to see an adult do this. I mean, I wanted to cry when I saw this. I just looked at these little innocent faces. All they wanted to do was just hug their idol.
Right. That is true.
Rosita, and she shut them off.
Right.
Because she didn't like the way they looked.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't never liked Rosita.
No.
I don't know who the hell that is.
Yeah.
Is that Elmo's girlfriend or something?
Man, I don't know.
Yeah.
Elmo's little side piece?
The older I get, though, I relate more to Oscar the Grouch, man.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
Leave me the hell alone.
I
I get why he like that.
Right.
I still miss Bugs Bunny and Elmer Fudd and Donald Duck. I miss them.
They ain't gone. They still there.
Well, Donald Duck would treat these girls right. I know he would.
Suffering succotash.
Bugs Bunny and Doug Dunny.
He said suffering succotash. You said that's so Hester.
Oh yeah, that was Rooster. That was the Rooster.
That's my favorite one. That's actually my favorite cartoon character. Foghorn Leghorn.
Oh yeah, Foghorn Leghorn.
The big ass.
Oh,
rooster.
I love. He was the big
country
rooster.
talking rooster.
He was roasting cats.
That was my favorite one.
He beat everybody up.
I know. He beat that dog up. He grabbed the dog up by the tail, be whooping him.
Nobody could take him. No, he was fabulous. But anyway, this is the saddest thing I've seen in a long time.
It's unfortunate when I look at it. It's one of those things. I'm just like,
but
it could have been avoided.
But their faces are burned in my mind. I just can't take this.
I know you had to pause it right here at the disappointing face look.
Yeah,
it's just looking at us on the screen. Oh, dang.
Yeah, look at them. I mean, they don't know what happened. I mean, wrong is wrong and right is right. This is wrong.
That is so true.
Hey, Rosita, them Rosita animals is all in the trash, and they
all facts.
They all gone. They upgraded. They went and got something else.
Well, that Rosita
burnt like LeBron's jersey when he first left. Dang.
Well, that Rosita's a POS.
Kenny, you brought up something, man. I don't think we talk about it too much, but you brought up something that annoys you, in regards to these dudes doing these burnouts, thinking they gonna drop these girls' draws.
Yeah,
man, I'm so on board with that. Why?
What you mean burnouts? I thought you was talking about sideshows, cars whipping donuts.
No, that's different. That's different. But that's when they just take it off hella fast and they thinking that's going like that's some type of cat call that's going to get girls to hop in.
Well, here
you know how they do it.
Well, here we are downtown at 20th and K Street. I'm talking to some girls. They're all over, and all of a sudden these stupid little pinheads in their Honda Civics and their stupid tall trucks with loud mufflers roar right by the girls. And these stupid idiot jitterbug ding dongs, they actually think that these loud mufflers are going to make girls feel sexy and jump in their truck and
Take
dumb little
it
car
easy, Kenny. Take it easy.
and hug and kiss them. That's not going to happen, boys. I'm sorry, because I look in the windows and all I see is another boy sitting next to the other boy in the Honda Civic. They'll never have a girlfriend, never. It'll always be another stupid little boy playing with whatever they do with each other when they do this. Plus, they always run the lights, and they're always trying to run me over in my little 2007 Toyota Yaris. They drive me nuts.
We got to get places.
And they will never have a girlfriend. I mean, never. They will never have a girlfriend.
I'm not going to lie. We deal with, especially where we working at, we see it all the time. They be doing these burnouts, being hella loud with the car, and they thinking that's about to impress somebody.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I am 100% on board with what you're talking about.
It's because they're compensating for what.
Hey, man, they talking to y'all.
Maybe smaller.
They talking to you.
Smaller,
y'all with them loud
smaller.
mufflers, man.
Loud
Kenny's
mufflers.
out there preaching to y'all.
Yeah. Hey, you boys, you'll never get a girl because I'm going to take all your girls away whether you like it or not. Because I'm prettier and you're not. You got stupid mufflers and stupid trucks and your black BMWs blowing through stop signs at 20th and K Street trying to impress people with your pinheaded ideas and.
So what are they supposed to do?
Trey,
What are they supposed to do? Because
hey.
I'm like, it sounds way too familiar for me. Maybe we're not supposed to roar past K Street. Maybe we just cruise past K Street.
I'd be better, but they blow right past it. They do donuts in the middle of the 20th and K Street trying to
turning up the sideshow. We making it hot on the block. That's an attraction.
But they're actually trying to attract girls with their stupid mufflers.
Yeah.
And they will. I know that. I know because I'm there all the time, and that's what they're doing. And the girls say, "Oh, that's so stupid."
And he said something. He said,
Preach,
Trey Songz
Kenny,
ain't got nothing on him. Mr.
Preach.
Still Your Girl.
Hey, Mr. Still Your Girl.
Trey Songz,
Kenny,
man.
the dancing man. Why you playing? You know what? It's Fast and the Furious. It taught us, if you can do the perfect donut. You can get the girl's number. I think Han did that. What was that? The Tokyo Drift.
That's a race, man. He ain't racing.
No, he hit a donut. You know what I mean? Pulled up right beside her. She clicked a little pig. And he wrote the number down. Anyways, but in general, it's just
Are you taking your quotes from the movie?
No, I'm just saying, that's what it taught us, Shit, do the donuts, pull up, you get the,
Did it work?
I got a Yukon, so I got the big boy truck that he was talking about, you know what I mean? So,
but are you doing burnouts though?
Nah, I ain't doing no burnouts.
That's what I'm talking about.
Like
it happens every night.
But
that we out.
But he has nice mufflers.
He's got
He's got nice mufflers.
They had a crazy sideshow in the Bay Area this weekend that I seen kind of resulted in a few people getting hit. Cars getting hit, and then obviously they was riding against a car that was actually just driving a little reckless, trying to turn up at the sideshow. It was actually something pretty recent that I just saw. So yeah, I get it. People can get injured during these sideshows. People like it. It is an attraction. People want to see that. They don't have the fast car.
Though. I don't think that's what we do.
No, now they're doing drifting.
No. Sideshow is different. That's an event. That's people circling around actually trying to see something. Mm-hmm. This is different. This is just you just done pulled up, ain't nothing going on. You just at the light and you just burnt off, and you think that's gonna be the panty dropper.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, they think.
I'm sorry, bro. That's just,
they actually think girls are gonna just say, "Oh, can I kiss and hug you and jump in your stupid truck in your Honda Civic?"
I'm with you. I'm with you, Kenny.
They're all like that. And stay away from girls. Stay away from guys with black BMWs, Altimas. And stay away from. Yeah, they're all pieces of shit. They're all out to jump your bones and lie to you. They're all pigs, I'm telling you. 99% of guys are predators. I know that.
Watch out with them guys with them Altimas.
Watch out, man.
Watch guys with Altimas, Honda Civics, black BMWs, black Mercedes.
All these cars on Facebook pigs. Marketplace tomorrow in the morning.
Oh, yeah. Sell them because the girls aren't going to be with you. I'm going to be with them.
So for the people who don't know.
Whether you like it or not.
There's a lot of people who don't know just necessarily who you are, Kenny. And I'm pretty sure if you're here in Sacramento and you've gone out and been on the streets, I'm positive you've seen this, Kenny here. He's a great person, great personality out there in the community.
Oh.
every time I see you out
thank
there,
you, thank you.
you know, I was talking to him about some business, and you know, I had some random person come up like, "Hey, Kenny, man, we love you. I remember you at the raves," and I turned into a photographer. Like, who am I? Like, where's my $5 at for taking this picture? And I'm like, who? Like, I wasn't here. You don't want a picture of me? You know, can I get a picture?
They don't. King of Sacramento ain't as famous yet.
You know what I mean?
You'll get there one day.
Felt like Ant-Man.
You got something to aspire to.
Felt like Ant-Man and the Avengers and shit. Like, okay, whatever.
Now you get that Honda Civic loud mufflers and you'll get it.
Oh God.
Or get a tall truck jacked up 30 feet in the air with your crank up that crazy radio with some shit in it and look at the girls.
Well, there's a lot of people that may still not know who you are, Kenny. Give them a lesson. Like, you know, what is it about you that makes you go out in downtown and dance the way you dance? Like, you know, what is it that drives you?
Well, it started when I was about 13 years old. I was in the backyard with my dad, and my dad came over and said, "Kenny, you got to learn how to dance. Girls like to dance." So I didn't know anything, you know. So I thought, well, okay. So my dad took me to some dance studio, and I took a few waltz lessons for a couple of days. Then I stopped, and then I joined the Army when I was 17, and that's where guys really get nutty with girls. I mean, we take an oath to give up our lives for our country, but we drove the poor girls crazy. And then when I got out, I became a bartender most of my life. So I was a bartender most of my life, but I wasn't feeling good because in both sides of my family, we suffer from mental illness, murders, suicides, and things like that. And bipolar runs in my family. So a couple of nights when I was working after so many years, I started feeling really strange, and I felt kind of scary and dangerous. Well, anyway, I got fired from my job because I was acting unstable. So when I got fired from my job, I had to go on Social Security disability. So I got that, but fortunately my house is paid for my car, so I don't have any debts. But I wanted to do something because I'm social. I like being around people. So I thought of dancing. So I went to the biggest ballroom in Northern California, Rancho Cordova, and I found this one dance instructor who was number 3 in the United States. It was what's called International Latin Show Dancing. I mean, this woman's real good. She could take Dancing with the Stars and destroy them. So she started to work with me, but she said, "Kenny, I got to warn you, this took these people 18 to 25 years of their life to master what's called International Latin Show Dancing. And there's like maybe 3 in the world. And they can take Dancing with the Stars and turn them into dust." Because when I saw them, I thought, holy crap, I've never seen anybody dance like this before. So my dance instructors, there were 2 of them, they knew these 3 people, and I know their names, and you can look at them on YouTube later on if you want to just see what someone unbelievable looks like. Well, anyway, one of them's name is Yulia Zagarachenko. She's a Russian.
Okay.
She's one of 3 people in the world that can do things that are unbelievable. So anyway, a couple years ago...
Spitlining. Go ahead, keep going.
Well, anyway, you know Dancing with the Stars, the series,
the TV show,
the
reality TV show. Well, anyway, Yulia Zagarachenko 2 years ago, or 3 years ago, she opened up the show with a dance, a 5-minute dance. Okay. She charged $15,000 for a 5-minute dance. She's one of 3 people in the world that can do that because she can do things that no human can do. But anyway, when I saw her,
can she bust it wide open?
Huh?
Keep going. I'm sorry.
Well, anyway, when I saw this woman dance, I thought, holy crap. Well, anyway, there are 2 other people that can do it, only 3 in the world, but it took them 18 to 25 years to pull it off. So I've spent $32,000 in private lessons and 16 years with my dance instructor. And I've got 10 more years to go. So basically, she was warning me. She said, "Kenny, this will take you the rest of your life." And I said, that's what I want to do. I want to do something that nobody can do. In other words, here's what I learned in the military. The impossible, the difficult I'd take care of immediately. The impossible will take me just a little longer. So that's my code of ethics. So when I go out there, I don't care if it takes me till I die, I want to do this.
Okay. I really like that. That's a really inspiring thing that you just said, especially in regards to the dedication, because you're definitely looking at it from the inspiration side of things.
Well, yeah, because when I saw 3 people that could do things no human could do, but my dance instructor said, listen, they started when they were 4 to 6 years old, and they've been doing this for 25 years, dancing a minimum of 5 hours a day, 5 days a week, forever. So that's basically what she said, forever. So it's just like an NBA basketball star. You got to shoot hoops all the time. On your time off and the season's off, you still got to practice. You just can't let go. If you do, you're going to dump it. You're going to get fat. Your tendons are going to get weak. You're just going to turn into you just won't be as good.
So we know you love dancing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's part of your name, right?
I practice 7 days a week, every single day.
God, goodness gracious.
Even when I'm at home brushing my teeth, I'm doing Brazilian samba or something, to no music at all, but I'm still practicing.
Muscle memory.
And in front of my TV set, I'm still practicing, but I got to be careful that I could kick out the TV screen because I get a little crazy.
Okay. All right. I can see that.
Oh, yeah. Well, I got 2 TVs in my house. One's over here and one's on the left. So when I get going, I just start to just go a little nuts, and so it all went from there.
Okay.
So that's what I really want is my own TV dancing show. That's what I really want. At least 5 minutes a month with somebody doing something, dancing, or have a podcast where we have some girls that have had bad love lives, and I called it Little Birds with the Broken Wings. So all these little girls that are hurt by all these bad boys are my little birds with broken wings, and I'm the doctor, and I'm going to fix them with dancing and laughter. That's what I'm going to do.
You're talking everywhere around.
Yeah.
All you
The mighty.
Yeah, most 99% of guys are dirty, rotten little monsters. Ever since Cain killed Abel, we've had bad boys, and they're not going to change.
Right here. So
sorry.
Tell people something that they don't know about you. Tell us something that they don't know. Like you told me that you were in the Army.
Yeah, I was in the Army for 3 years in Germany.
Okay,
That's
crazy.
But I had the most interesting job of the military. I was attached to the atomic bomb. I was part of the setup crew. So yeah, you can Google search Redstone missile, and it'll pull up my crew, and I was part of the setup crew. It was called an intercontinental ballistic missile, an ICBM, and it was a nuclear tipped warhead with a hydrogen bomb or nuclear, whatever we needed for whoever we wanted to kill. So I was part of the setup crew. And so I was in Germany, and we had to, in 2 weeks out of every month, we had to practice playing war games. We had to go out in the field and set up the missile, and every year they sent us to White Sands, New Mexico. We actually got to shoot the missiles.
You said you were strapped to you said you were strapped to it?
Oh no, not strapped to it.
Oh.
No. I was part of the setup crew.
Oh,
I was a part of the setup crew where I supplied the electricity to the missile.
Got you.
Okay.
Got
They were big things, and so I was part of the setup crew.
That's crazy.
So we had to shoot it. And then when we were done, a bus picked us up and took us to Juarez, Mexico, where we chased girls and drank and just went nuts. So every night we did that, and then we woke up the next day and did the missile. And so for 2 weeks we were there, and then we went back to Germany.
What time was this? Years?
It was the Cold War.
Okay.
It was the Cold War, about 80s. All
right. Well, I definitely want to say thank you for your service, because there is a point in time where people really didn't have the choice to sign up. They just kind of were enlisted, right, and drafted in.
Oh, well, I enlisted. I was 17 years old. My mom had to sign for me because I was under 18.
And that part, that's the part where we definitely want to thank you for stepping up and taking that on your shoulders, regardless of how long or how short you were in there.
I was in there for 3 years, and I was active duty. I still remember my serial number, RA-19-707-885, and that was a long time ago.
That's huge.
Okay.
That's huge. Thank you so very much for doing that. That's brave in itself.
Oh, I would give up my life for anybody just to give them the right to spit in my face, because if it weren't for us military, we'd be speaking Japanese and German and British.
Wow. I could see that. Yeah.
Well, yeah. If it weren't for the military, we wouldn't be here.
I can see that.
Absolutely.
That is very true. Well, Kenny, you've been in Sacramento quite some time.
Yeah, my whole life.
Yeah.
I know where everything's at. I watched El Camino Avenue turn into from a 2-lane dirt road. There was no town and country village. There was just one little store, and there was nothing out in the north area except a sheep ranch, and the country club center wasn't built yet, and so I grew up as a little kid, playing out in the grass, and had a lot of fun. But now everything's all built up, and kids don't have the same fun anymore.
I hear you there.
Now they're married to their iPhones and their stupid love life. That's why they're all screwed up.
It's new Gen X, right?
And listen, I'm telling you,
just swiping left.
I'm telling you, people, to hell with your love life. Don't worry about that. Join us other 7 billion people that have problems with that. So I said to hell with it years ago, and now I'm happy. I have what's called peace of mind.
Let's talk about your love life. You were married. Have you ever been married?
Well, I'm Catholic, and I made a stupid mistake about 30 years ago. I met all these gorgeous girls. I met this one girl who's a gorgeous cocktail waitress, and she fell in love with me for some reason. I couldn't figure out why, because I thought, this is stupid. I'm not good material for that. Well, anyway, the only reason I married her was that she cried when I told her I didn't want to marry her. And I'm soft-hearted. I said, all right, I'll marry you. Just quit crying and I'll marry you. But if I don't like it, I'm going to quit it just like a job.
And you went through it?
So we went up to Lake Tahoe and got stupid married crap and stupid. And the only reason, now see, as a Catholic, we don't believe we're married unless it's inside the Catholic Church. But I didn't tell her that, because if I told her we're not really married, then she would have cried again and screwed me up again. So I went ahead with, but after 90 days, I drove her out of her mind and we got an annulment. Because an annulment means the marriage never took place because you're married for a wrong reason. So there's 3 good reasons for an automatic annulment. The fact that you didn't love the person. Love her, I didn't even like her. She irritated the shit out of me. She was argumentative and all this shit. In fact, she made me so pissed off with this thing. I didn't want her to touch me because if you don't like someone, it's amazing how no matter how pretty they are, they become very ugly inside. And she wasn't a mean person. It's just that I didn't want to be married. I hated it. It was stupid. I just wanted to just run around like a little bug, and just have fun like Donald Duck and Huey, Dewey, and Louie. So for the 3 months we were married,
fly, pelican, fly.
Huh?
Fly, pelican,
yeah, fly, pelican, fly, yeah.
Spread those wings, man. Spread them.
Yeah, but so anyway, there's 3 good reasons for annulment for your girls. If you don't love the person, that's a reason for annulment. And if you don't want to have children, that's also grounds for annulment, because the idea of getting married is to have a family, right? Without a child, it's not a family. You're just Goldie Hawn and Kurt guy that's been together for 50 years with no marriage, and that's no way to live.
So you're single.
Yeah, and if you hate the person, that's also a good reason.
And obviously you mingle, right?
In fact, and if you don't want to kiss him or hug him, I didn't want her to touch me. I was so angry at her making me cry that I just didn't want her to touch me anymore. It just irritated the shit out of me. So she was a nice person, but I'm the wrong person for everybody, because I have a very bad character flaw. I'm in love with all girls. So I knew when I was in love with all girls when I was a little kid that I'm not good for any girl. I'm just a good, fun friend to dance with. And then I vanish like the morning dew and the sun hits it and I'm gone. No messages, none of that shit. Nothing. I don't bother anybody.
So let me ask this question. You mentioned you're a fun guy. You want fun to dance with.
Yeah.
Has your dancing ever led to any movie magic love time in the bedroom?
You mean hoochie coochie stuff?
Yeah. The hoochie coochie stuff.
No. And the big reason that girls like dancing with me is they know I'm a trained studio dancer. I'm fun to be with. They're going to actually learn something. We're really going to dance. Then I vanish like the morning dew when the sun hits it. And no messages the next day. Hey, and the worst red flag a guy can give a girl is, hey, you want to hang out? Now bad things are going to happen to the girl. Bad things are going to happen to the girl. So I tell girls, I say, listen, that's a red flag warning. When a guy says, hey, you want to hang out? Things are not going to be happening good for you. Because I was listening to this grandmother talk to her
giving away too much.
Huh?
I said, giving away too much.
Well, all the guys aren't going to like this, because we're going to post all your dirty little names on Facebook and you're going to be blacklisted. The girls will never talk to you when I get done with you. None of them. I'll take them all away from you. But I'm not going to bother them like you. We're just going to dance, have fun, and laugh. And I vanish like the morning dew in the sun hits it. I'm gone. No messages the next day, nothing. Occasionally a girl will message me and say, hey, Kenny, where are you dancing tonight? Things like that. Really nice, benign things, not scary stuff. And I say, well, I might go to Faces tonight, or Mangoes, or Lowbrow for 40 tonight, and that's it. But that's why they're nice to me, because they know that I'm not a pig. I'm not a predatory pig like 99% of all guys. In fact, you girls, there's a pickup line that they're using with me that you have to watch out for. And here's how it goes. Okay, let's say I'm talking to 3 or 4 girls, and we're having a fun conversation. All of a sudden, some guys will come up to me, to the girls, and look at them and say, hey, you know this guy? And that's their pickup line. Then as soon as they say, hey, you know this guy? And they say, well, yeah. Then the guys will automatically turn to the girls and introduce themselves. And that pisses me off. I say, hey, listen, leave these girls alone. They're talking to me. They don't want you. they don't want you just because you know me, and so get away from here. I take a chance because they want to beat me up after that, because I humiliate them, but I love turning the screws and make them feel like shit and emasculated when I leave. I love that.
If you're
I
on the
want them to
streets,
feel like shit.
ain't nobody gonna touch you in them streets if you're over where we at.
Well,
Facts, I'll give you that.
well, I've gone down the
give you
streets and
that.
I've had a couple of guys shoulder block me and do things like that, but I'm friends with the police downtown. It's called the Entertainment Patrol, so they all know me. So I always wave them, so they kind of watch out for me to make sure that no one tries to kill me,
Kenny,
Let's just do that, man.
they
Make
just
sure
hate
if y'all
us.
looking out for Kenny, y'all make sure you get on safe, man. Y'all
Man,
keep your
for
eyes
real.
out. Keep your eyes out.
Well, even the emergency guys in the ambulance, when they walking by, I always give them the high sign. I waved all of them because I want to be loved by everybody.
They just hate us because they ain't us.
Well, they hate us because we're pretty, and they're not. They're jealous of this 118 pounds of eye candy. They'll never be me.
Yeah.
I mean, never.
Ooh,
That's that morning dew disappearing.
ooh,
This
get
is
it.
called the
Yeah,
veil.
there it
This
goes.
is called the veil.
Get that veil. Get in there.
Then this
Get
little,
in
then
there.
this little.
Ooh, zoom in on that.
Ooh, then I comb my hair.
Ooh, get him. Ooh,
Yeah, look at
Kenny.
that. Eat your heart out, Martha Stewart and Kim
Ooh,
Kardashian. How do you like
Martha.
that? Get you some of that shit.
So what I hear though is that maybe you haven't found the right dancing partner. If the right dancing partner came along, you think you're taking that home?
No. In fact, I've never taken a girl home since I've been dancing. When
That's
I
crazy.
quit bartending,
That's crazy.
I've never taken one girl home. Never. I mean, never. For one thing, I don't want to. I don't want to.
You got the love. You love the dancing.
Yeah, I'm sick.
it.
I'm sick of romantic entanglements. They drive me nuts.
Entanglements.
Yeah, romantic entanglements drive me crazy because
Jada know about them entanglements.
Ain't it almost August? God damn.
It is.
It's almost August. Huh?
Almost
what
is.
happens in August?
Entanglements.
Entanglements.
Oh,
happen.
the romantic entanglements are all year round. It's not just, it's all year round. It's forever.
But specifically, August is it specializes.
Because it's hot August nights?
At
With hot rods
at
and
the
guys
Smith-
with loud mufflers in
at-
Reno?
At the Smith's house, it is.
Will Smith had an entanglement with August Alsina.
Oh, I hate romantic. Well, you know why? For me, though they all...
Jada had one. Not
Oh, what
Will.
I say? Will. Oh yeah. Wow.
Listen, for me, romantic entanglements
Should've popped
always
him.
never ended well. There's always something going wrong. There's always a misunderstanding about one of the parties' part about what was supposed to happen. And girls, when you do your stuff, they want to do stuff with you. They want you to take them to San Francisco, have breakfast by the bay. I don't want to do that. I don't want to gas up my frickin' car and go pick them up and go have
I ain't
breakfast by
spending no money on you.
No, the hell with that
Ain't
shit.
dropping none of this.
No, I just want to be
feel
friends.
it.
I just want to be friends with them and dance with them and just let it go.
There we go. Like the morning dew.
Like the morning dew, I vanish like the morning dew when the sun hits. Gone.
Outta
I don't bother them. I don't ask them to hang out. Nothing.
Get him up out of here.
Well, I want them to feel safe with me, because I want to know that I'm not a pig like 99% of all these other pigs in their little trucks and doodad muffler crap and stuff,
So
I'm
Kenny,
not like that.
let me ask you this question because obviously you're out in the town and you like dancing. It brings
I
a
know
good
everything's
vibe.
at everything.
You've been here for Sacramento for so long. What keeps you going in Sacramento? Why haven't you taken your talents elsewhere to like South Beach or L.A.?
Well, I thought of getting on the bus and going to L.A. for about 3 days, go to Sunset Strip and go to all the clubs and do my little hoochie coochie dance and scare the shit out of these people. I would love to do that. And take away all their girls just for a dancing moment, not romantically, but just for dancing, just to make them feel like crap.
So what keeps you here inside? What makes you do it here?
I grew up here. I went to St. Philomene's Catholic School here, Christian Brothers High School when it was by the cemetery on Alhambra Boulevard. So my heart's here.
Okay.
Yeah, my heart's here. But I would like to get a 5-minute TV show once a month on some major station or do some podcasts with some friends, and have some sad girls on and try and make them feel better by getting rid of these dirty little boys.
Yeah, like The Ugly Truth. They had a little movie about that. He had a little 5-minute segment trying to teach guys how to be romantic to women.
Yeah, because I have guys come up all the time and ask me stupid questions, and the questions I really hate is this kind of a question, and it really pisses me off. They come up to me and say, "Hey, are you getting any of these girls?" I say, "Man, what the hell's wrong with you? You think 16,000 girls are going to be traipsing through my my house if I were a pig like you? I said, hell no, I don't do anything. That's why they come to me, because I'm not like you, a freaking predator. In fact, all the girls probably know who you are, and they're posting your name, and they're going to blacklist you and blackball you. You'll never have a girl as long as you live. So I really call them out and tell them that, hey, don't do that. I said, don't do that. I said, I'm not like that.
The ironic thing about that movie, about the Ugly Truth, it was shot here in Sacramento.
It was.
It was based out of a Sacramento.
Really?
Yeah, you talking about the one with Gerard Butler and Katherine Heigl?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
It was a good movie. I'm not gonna lie.
So, we were talking about it, Kenny. You've been grooving the Sacramento streets. What's the favorite event area that you like? Cutting the rug.
Probably
Cut a rug.
Probably the big concerts that we have in Sacramento, like concerts in the park. I love everybody those concerts in the park.
Everybody check out concert in the park.
I think last night is coming, right? Tomorrow?
Fridays.
Tomorrow's the last one.
Yeah. Until next year, right?
Until it goes from May to the third Friday in July, but they're having the fourth one tomorrow because July the 4th holiday. They didn't have concerts in the park, so the last one's going to be tomorrow. So they extended it one more day, so that's tomorrow, and 7,000 people will be there along with me. But I like.
Be there with you, huh? They'll be there with you,
and I'm going to be there with them.
Hey.
Yeah,
there we go.
And nothing bad's going to happen when they dance with me. Nothing. But all the other guys, I'm telling you, girls, be careful. When they say you want to hang out, that's a red flag. If the guy says, I love you after knowing you for 3 days, something's wrong. Why in the hell would he love you after knowing you for 3 days and telling you he loves your mom and your tacos and crap like that? He's lying to you. He just wants to jump.
He said your mom and your tacos.
Ham and tacos.
He said your food is whack. He over here lying. He capping.
He's a lying SOB.
Capping tough.
All he wants to do is just jump your bones and go to the next girl like a bumblebee to a flower, just like on and then jump in his stupid truck with his boyfriends and high-five each other with 25 stupid cans of Corona crap or whatever they're doing. So I tell the girls, listen, here's how you take care of the bastards. Promise them everything, give them nothing, make them take you to San Francisco by the Bay and have breakfast by the Bay, but stay in separate hotels. Don't do that, and then go back, drain his frickin' finances, get a car from him, but don't give me hugs and kisses.
Yo, hold on.
Oh, and I'm telling guys secrets. I'm telling guys secrets now how things work. Promise them everything, give them nothing. Don't give them no hugs, no kisses, but drain his finances, make him buy you clothes, get a car, and then drain him of all his finances and leave the son of a bitch and go with your girlfriends to a restaurant, high-five each other with 25 mimosas and say, we got that son of a bitch. Because Kenny told me that's how it works. Yeah, high-five the son of a bitch.
Hey, for all you guys out there tricking, hey, you better hope the woman ain't taking no advice from Kenny, boy.
Man.
She about to be drained.
And I'll tell you guys, I hope it destroyed your love life for the rest of your life and you're just fiddling around with your little 2-inch boyfriend, and that's about it in your Honda Civic. I'm sorry. You're screwed. You'll never have a love life when I get done.
Bro,
they're gone.
Honda Civics on Facebook Marketplace in the morning.
Yeah.
God.
Or a tall truck with a tall muffler. They're horrible also.
They're going to be second guessing when the girls say, man, hey, can we go to a restaurant in the Bay next to the water?
We have
go like, huh?
Well, it's all right, but get separate hotels. Don't get stuck down in San Francisco with this predator because that'll be bad. Bring a lot of money to get it if you do that, But stay away from the son of a bitch. I say 99% of them are monsters.
So, Kenny, we're going to switch gears a little bit. We're going to dive a little bit deeper here.
Yeah.
I have seen you in Sacramento for quite some time, and I've just always seen you out. You're always positive, always smiling, dancing, right?
I'm happy.
Loving.
I'm happy.
I always see the positive side of things. You never see the negative side of things, which you've kind of told us a few times off camera and on camera today. But what are some rumors? Some rumors or some narratives that are out there that you want to straighten out as far as people.
Here's two rumors that I really don't like that people think about.
And when you tell us in the microphone in this
right here
area.
Okay,
right
right here.
Yeah.
Okay. They're telling me two things. here's the two misconceptions about me that people think about me that are absolutely stupid, not true. First of all, they think I'm gay and I'm on cocaine.
Okay, those are two
I'm
drugs.
I'm completely straight. I love girls and I like girls who like girls, but not guys. There's no guys in my life. No, never. And I don't take any drugs. I mean, you think 25 or 30 years of taking drugs is going to make you look like this and be energetic? No, you're going to die of a heart attack if you take drugs and you're trying to be physical like some of these people that are trying to get energy from fake places. I mean, my energy comes from, I'll tell you exactly what's inside this 118-pound body of eye candy that gives me energy. First of all, I lift weights 3 times a day, 7 days weights for over 30 years.
Okay.
But very light though, because I'm tiny, but I do a lot of work in a very short period of time, 3 times a day. And inside this little tiny body is 4 egg whites, tuna fish, sardines, oatmeal, brown rice, spinach every day, just like Popeye.
Did you say tuna?
Oh yeah. Or some kind of fish and chicken without the skin and water, but no processed foods, no fried chicken with a skin. It's off because that's where the poison is, you know, and
that poison, man.
I'm sorry.
Can't deny that poison.
Shout out Popeyes.
Huh?
That poison's good.
But
Crispy,
I know, but that's where the poison is. And
buttery.
You're right.
And
You're right.
Savory.
When you're 14 years old, you can get away with that. But when you leave your early 20s and you start getting towards 30, you're gonna have an emergency vehicle waiting inside your house when you drop down with your first heart attack. How do you like that?
I'm 35 right now. Hold on, man.
Wait till 40. Wait till 45. But one day it's coming. I'm telling you, I told you so.
So eat more Popeye's chicken now
No,
or later?
Nah, stop eating it.
Oh, okay.
Stop.
We should
I'm
stop
sorry, you
eating
got to
it.
stop.
Okay.
Yeah, eat turkey or chicken without the skin. You know, I eat brown rice or if you eat spaghetti, make sure it's whole wheat spaghetti. Yeah, stuff like that, spinach and in fact, as far as describing myself, I'm actually a cartoon character. So when you talk to me, you're talking to Donald Duck, Bugs Bunny, and Elmer Fudd, because those are my childhood heroes. I mean, so I'm actually gonna have a cartoonish response to any question you give me, because I've always looked at myself as a cartoon character, because those are the ones that made me love life. Because when I first saw them when I was like 4 or 5 years old, I said to myself, that's how I want to be like. I want to be like Donald Duck and Bugs Bunny and Uncle Scrooge, and yeah, those are my heroes.
Just kind of like just a free-spirited jokester.
Yeah, because what was cool about these cartoon characters, that when they got up in the morning to go through life, whatever, they bothered people, they made people nervous. And but the ending was always a happy ending. It was just always it was a good happy ending. It never ended bad.
Except for that dog that rooster would beat on.
Oh yeah, the poor dog that
he used to get beat on.
Rooster. I forget his name.
Foghorn Leghorn.
Yeah, Foghorn Leghorn. Yeah,
He'd be wearing that dog out, boy.
Or Tweety Bird and that cat. Tweety Bird always ended with the cat getting beat up or something.
Yeah, Sylvester never made it.
Yeah, you never made it. Yeah. Or Wile E. Coyote, trying to trace the Roadrunner. When he fell off a cliff, even as a little kid, we knew he didn't die, you know. But it always ended well with the Roadrunner being happy. And Donald Duck, you know, Huey, Dewey, and Louie were good. Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse always ended with a good ending, you know. Okay. And so that's why I'm in love with cartoon characters, you know. And that's who I am. And I want people to kind of think of me as a cartoon character. I just want to just laugh and have fun and get through life and have people
happy
and forget about the sad, miserable shit in life, because we all suffer. We just take turns. So just join the rest of us 7 billion human beings with shitty lives and everything. I'm sorry.
I love that line.
Right.
Which one?
We all suffer.
We do. We
just
take
turns.
And whether you're a believer like me in God or not, you're still going to carry a cross. Your cross might be heavier than mine. I mean, you don't know. We were placed on this earth to help one another get through life. I mean, that's why we're here, to help one another get through life, because coffins don't have frickin' pockets. So get you some of that shit.
Okay.
I heard about this
preaching.
I heard about this one lady who loved her Cadillac so much she was actually buried inside of her Cadillac. I thought, God, how stupid is that?
That sounds kind
Oh, it was kind of cool, but I thought, how stupid to marry your Cadillac.
Not just, I don't want to get too serious, but was she a pimp?
A pimp?
Buried in a Cadillac.
No, she was 85 years old. She loved her car.
With the mustard and mayonnaise? Did it have the mustard and mayonnaise wheels on it?
Man, that
mustard
sounds like
and mayonnaise.
That sounds like something Bishop would be buried in.
Right.
Bishop Don Magic Wand.
Man,
No, she didn't have low profile tires or anything like that, or it didn't have. It didn't have pumps in it or anything.
Hydraulics.
No hydraulics. No, she's just an old lady. Loved her. But when I read about the Sacramento Bee, I thought, this is insane. This is crazy.
Dang, she was really buried in a Cadillac?
Yeah. He's in the Sacramento Bee. I read that years ago, and I thought,
sounds
God,
expensive.
Because they dig a bigger hole.
Dig that hole. Forget that. Forget 6 feet deep. You gotta put that. Anyways, let's finish it up. We're going to wrap it up here in a few minutes here, but I wanted to do this kind of like spitfire round question. I'm going to ask you a few questions and, see your answer. My thing is you've been here in Sacramento and you've been partying and clubbing for quite some time. So I'm going to ask you on specific days what you would find the best venues. You know what I mean? So like,
okay, I know exactly.
On Monday, where would you go on Monday night?
On Monday, the busiest place in all of Sacramento, because I've lived for my whole life, so I know exactly where on Monday night, the best place to go is Lowbrow for Motown Monday. Everybody goes to Motown Monday. By 10:30, you can't get in there, so you get there early. That's the busiest place.
Okay. Well,
and Monday night, no. Okay, that's Monday. Okay, now Sunday night, everybody goes to Lowbrow. No, everybody.
You jumping days.
Well, wait.
What about Tuesday? Let's get your brain off it. What about Tuesday? Where are you heading on Tuesday?
Tuesday, I still go downtown, but there's nothing going on. I think the Flamingo House might have a DJ, but Tuesday really might be open mic night or something like that. Huh?
Taco Tuesdays. You talking about La Terrazas?
Yeah.
What is that? Mojita?
Yeah, Mojita.
Mojita.
Shout out to,
I've never been there.
Diego Fuego.
Diego Fuego.
You running that?
Oh, no, I haven't been there.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Well, 20th K Street actually is the only place I actually go to. That's
Wednesdays. What you got on Wednesdays?
Now, Wednesdays I go downtown to the Flamingo House, and if there's something what I do is I like to strut around like a peacock and make people think that I'm fabulous and make them nervous. I love to do that. I don't care if they love me or hate me as long as you look. That's all I care about. I want you to look. I don't care if you hate me or love me, but I want you to look, because that means I drain your frickin' battery because you took the time out from your day to look at me or troll or make fun of me, but I never looked at you, but you looked at me because you had to. You had to. You had to.
At least he called me.
Huh?
Call me crazy, but at least he called me.
Yeah, call me crazy, call me nuts, but I still got 40 million views and you don't.
Ooh, hit him with it. Hit him with it, Kenny.
And I got all your girls to dance with me, and they'll never dance with you again, never, because you're a pig, and I'm not. I'm a fun person.
So we got Wednesdays at Flamingo.
Now Thursday. I think there's open mic night at 23rd and K Street across the street. There's Golden Bear.
Oh,
okay.
Golden, yeah,
Okay. Golden Bear,
and the place next to Golden Bear is where they have
Pine. What's that? The Pines.
It's gold. Yeah, that's right. Golden Bear is where they have open mic on Thursday. But then Friday and Saturday, everybody goes to the Merc, Faces, Lowbrow, Badlands, and Mangoes.
Say those again. So Friday, Saturday.
Friday and Saturday, everybody starts off at the Merc, just right down the street, and then they drift down to Lowbrow. Then they go to Faces, then back to Mangoes, and then Badlands. And then maybe take a little walk up to where Golden Bear is at 23rd and K Street. And Cantina Alley actually is where I was about 2 months ago. No. 3 weeks ago, and there was this girl there, and she took a TikTok of me. Well, anyway, 2 weeks later, it blew up to 2.6 million views. So she put 5 TikToks. Now I got 6.7 million views on TikTok.
You're well known.
Well, only because I put myself out there. I mean, I go to a lot of work to make it happen. Well, it's not work, but I have to put up with a lot of crap from people that are jealous of my fun, happy, go lucky attitude in life. So that's the only downside. But actually, it's kind of made me stronger, because I look at it this way: if if you're hating me, I must be getting younger and prettier. And you can't take it because you're getting uglier and fatter and you still can't dance.
Right.
So I gotcha. I drained your freaking battery, but you never touched my battery.
Mm-hmm. Where's your residency at? Like if you're gonna pull up and everybody knows your name, where you going? Where's that place for you?
Oh, you mean to get people to look at me?
No, just like I ain't got nothing to do. Where's
Just
your
hangout.
Where's your hangout?
I mean during the day when I wake up?
Yeah, where's your go-to spot? You got to go to this location.
You mean before I go downtown dancing?
Anywhere. Where's your number one spot?
Oh, dancing or just my day-to-day activity? Dancing. Oh, first of all, I start off at 23rd and K Street because I go down to where Cantina Alley is.
So
Okay.
And when in Cantina Alley is where this girl was who gave me this 2.6 million TikTok thing.
I believe we used that in our promo.
Oh yeah. Well, that was one of my best ones.
She was smart.
Oh yeah. Well yeah. She was smart. And then I have my Kenny the Dancer Man Instagram, and I got a manager for that, and she's taking care of me with that, and so I'm doing pretty well with that. I've got 13,000 followers and stuff like that.
What is your Instagram name?
It's Kenny the Dancing Man Instagram, all one word.
All one word, spaces, underscores, anything like that?
No, nothing. All small letters. Kenny the Dancing Man Instagram, and if you hashtag Kenny the Dancing Man, it'll pull up my TikTok, and it'll show more TikTok stuff.
Okay, got you on that. We definitely found you on TikTok with your 3.3
mil.
Well,
thank you.
Views with your hashtag.
Well, I love you for that. I love you for that.
Yeah.
If I can do anything for you guys, or have a little podcast with some sad girls, we'll call it Little Birds with Broken Wings, and we're going to fix your love life and get you away from these bastards that are hurting you. And we're going to I'm going to take your bad day and turn it into a good day.
That's what we like.
That's what I want to do. I want to take your bad day and turn it into a good day.
So girls, ones out there with the daddy issues, man, he talking to y'all.
or actually any human being that's lonely, that nobody cares about, or there's been hurt by somebody. I want to take your bad day and turn it into a good day. I don't care who you are, whether you're this, that, any color, any size, any race. If you're hurting, you come up to me and I'm going to take your bad day and attempt to turn it into a good day. That's what I want to do with my dancing and who I am as a human being.
Got you.
In other words, I want you to know that all life is precious. Your life is a gift. And life is a gift, and God love you. That's all I have to say.
Mm-hmm. That's a great way.
Even if you don't believe in, you're not a believer like me. Your life is still worth living.
100%.
And don't commit suicide because of your stupid love life is bad and your iPhone isn't fully charged. Stop that shit. Don't do that. Doing yourself in is not worth it. We all go through this crap. We just support each other. I cry with you, and you cry with me, and you laugh, I laugh with you. So that's how we support each other. You cry, I cry with you. You laugh, I laugh with you. Then we'll talk about it, but I'm going to fix it the best I can as a human being.
So what I want to know is that, last question I have, and then we got a few more things for you here. With recent events that's been happening in Sacramento, a lot of negative things have been
sad
stated
things, very
about
sad
Sacramento.
and unbelievable. Yeah.
What is one thing that you would change about Sacramento that you would help impact the nightlife? Like, what would you change to help impact that nightlife scene?
You mean to make it happier or better?
Yeah. What do you think would make it happier or better in the nightlife? What change would you like to see?
I think every men's bathroom and all the clubs should have a sign saying, if any of you guys bother our girls, you come to us and we're going to throw you out.
Okay.
In fact, there is one club that does it. It's called Mangoes. Mangoes, one night I was going to the restroom, and they have a sign saying, it didn't say this exact, but it was to the effect is, if you bother our girls, we're going to throw you out. So you come up to the managers, we'll take care of you. Okay. Because girls, for the first time in 30 years, are starting to fight back now. They don't have to put up with this crap from guys.
What's kind of hard to say is because it's kind of hard for men to actually approach women. And nowadays it makes it even that much more harder for men to approach women without them thinking, oh, he's trying to get something out of me, or, he's a little too aggressive. It's just like, as men, when you go out and you're single, your main thing is like, for to go outside and pull some bitches. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say it that way.
Yeah.
Let me rephrase
They actually want to go out and jump the girl's bones just like a bumblebee from flower to flower, then go to the next one, and the next, and the next one.
There's a way of doing it, though, right? There's a proper etiquette of doing it, which we get, which I don't think we could explain to everybody. There's not enough time in the world for that, right?
Well, but by the time a girl's 11 or 12 years old now, she knows how guys think.
Yeah, but there's also like a fine line of killing a man's confidence, because all our thing is like, you know,
well, everybody wants to meet girls. But what it is, girls like guys, but they don't like the way that they go about it. Let me put it that way.
I like that. Actually, that is really good.
That's a better way of saying it. Yeah. Like girls want to be around guys. Else there'd be no population, for God's sakes. That's why we get together. I mean,
right.
But girls don't like the way that guys go about it. They say stupid things, and I tell the guys, I say, listen, don't talk about sex. Stay away from that. Girls they hate that, because now they know exactly what's in your head. And the only girl that's going to get close to you might be a hooker or someone that's going to get something out of you, you know. But
that's what I was going to say, man. These hoes be walking.
Hoes ain't loyal.
Huh?
And said the hoes be walking.
Yeah, man, they be out.
Yeah,
they doing exactly what you just told them to do. Kenny, be out here taking niggas for their money.
No,
My bad.
But I'll tell you what, though, as a bartender, though, I learned something about prostitutes that really gave me a soft heart towards them. I was talking to this one girl who was really pretty, but she had 3 little boys. So we were talking about her life and what she does when she goes out. I said, tell me about you going out tonight. She said, you know something? Every night before I go out, I pray to God. I say, God, please take care of me. Please take care of my 3 little boys in case something happens to me. And that really got my heart when she told me that, you know. I mean, because I always treated them with dignity and respect. I never put down anybody. I don't care what they do for a living, because I met mafia guys, Hell's Angels, but I always treated everybody with dignity and respect. I never put down anybody for what they did for a living. As long as they're nice to me, I don't care who they are or what they do or what. Yeah, as long as they're nice to me, I really don't care who they are. They're all human beings, you know, and they chose their way of life for whatever sad reason or whatever. Especially in the projects in Baltimore and Chicago. The reason they do those things is they outsourced all the blue collar jobs to China, so now the poor people that are living in projects with no jobs to feed their family. So I understand why they turn to crime. They're hungry. When you're hungry, you do things you normally wouldn't do if you were educated and you had money. You just wouldn't, you know. And that's the reason why they're Baltimore and Chicago and parts of the country are going crazy, because there's no jobs.
It is tough to get jobs. I will say that. It ain't easy.
Without a job and you're hungry and you got a family, you'll do whatever it takes to survive. So,
I feel you there.
So I understand
100%.
that. You know, I don't put them down, you know. I mean, I wish they wouldn't kill each other, but I understand why they're stuck in it,
That part.
It all has to do with education and money. And they call it a project because a project is something that you're supposed to finish. And it's called the projects today because they never finish them. There's cockroaches, there's no food, there's mice running around, they live in squalor. It all has to do with education and money, I'm telling you.
At least I could say this: you're trying to see it from the other point of view.
Yeah, I'm trying to see it from the point of view from their side too.
Right.
I'm trying to put anybody down. You know,
we still can't justify it being done, but I can understand what you're trying to do.
Because as a bartender, I met Hell's Angels, mafia, horrible people. You know, but I treated them all with dignity and respect, and most of them were nice to me. You know, and the fact that I treated them like a human being made them like me.
Right.
They wanted to be around me. I said, listen, man, you're a human being. You're made in the image and likeness of God, and I don't care what you've done for a living. You don't have to tell me, but you're a human being, and you have worth. Your life is worth living.
Man, you saying that because, you know, the suicide rate is high.
Well, the suicide rate's higher than it ever was 30 years ago. It's because of people's non-beliefs anymore. They don't believe anything except the things they can feel and touch. They don't believe in, they have no spiritual feelings anymore, which we had about 40 years ago. Plus, I know, and here's one of the biggest reasons. 30 years ago, I noticed that young guys are getting their young girls pregnant and leaving the poor girl to raise the child by itself, because now the mother's, she's in a quandary, because if she's Catholic or Christian like me, she tells the guy, well, I want to keep the baby. So if she loves the guy will say, well, if you love me, you'll get rid of us. So now the poor girl's really screwed up. And that's why the suicide rate is so high, because these poor girls are left with these terrible feelings with no answers.
You're right on that. I will definitely say that it is a bad stigma to have, but
it is.
in some cases, it's also part of life because we all suffer.
Oh, right. Like I said, you're right.
And I was raised by a single parent
Right.
home, and I feel like,
and you're living proof that good comes out of it because I was reading in the paper, this one judge sentenced this one kid to jail, and here's what the kid said: but judge, I was an orphan, and the judge said, so was I, and I turned out okay, but I remember that was in the Sacramento Bee. This one kid's complaining about him going to jail, but I was an orphan. The judge said, so was I, but I did well for myself. And he said, so could you. So don't use that as an excuse to be a bad person. And there's a lot of single parent homes where the kids turned out good. So don't use that as an excuse, because you can look around you and see that there's love in the world. You see people hugging each other. You see mothers with their children playing with them, having love in their life. So love exists. So don't use that as an excuse, Or maybe some of them are crazy because they weren't loved. Mm-hmm. Maybe that some kids grow up because, like, you've ever heard of Boys Town? Boys Town is a charity that's been around for about 80 to 100 years that takes in orphan boys and girls. It's called Boys Town. It's like a ranch. It's been around for 100 years somewhere in Arizona or something like that, or California. And it's a charitable organization you look up, and I donate to them regularly, not very much, but just to let them know that I care about them, and they take orphan children.
Okay. Well, Kenny, I can't thank you enough for you being on this show today.
Well, I didn't say everything to make everybody happy, but I want to know that you can be happy by conversion of heart.
Conversion of heart.
We got a quick question from the chat.
Oh, my bad. I apologize. Yeah, we didn't even tune into that.
Yeah.
Go ahead and let us know what's happening.
So we got a question from the chat from our boy Al. He wants to know what's the most scariest thing you've ever came across in the nightlife, or what's the most scariest thing that's ever happened to you?
Oh, I'll tell you. I was in the military for 3 years and I almost got killed twice. That was the scariest thing that ever happened to me. And the odd thing was, since I'm Catholic, I was going to a Catholic church in a 3/4 ton truck. So my captain, who was 6'4", was next to me, and two guys were in the back. So I'm driving to a church, and in Germany, the trees grow really close to the road. So I'm driving the 3/4 ton truck. All of a sudden, I hit this frickin' tree, and we went up 20 feet in the air. The truck turned upside down and split the tree in half, and there weren't seat belts in those days. And so when we hit the ground, thank God for military metal because we weren't crushed. But sadly, the two guys that were in the back, they didn't get killed, but when we got out of the truck and we climbed underneath a broken glass, me and the captain said, "Are you all right?" And I said, "Yeah, I think I am." But when we got outside, I saw the two guys lying lifeless on the ground. And I just burst into tears and screamed because I didn't mean to hurt anybody, So the captain tried to calm me down, but I couldn't. I just went berserk. I just cried because I hurt these two guys by hitting a tree, and I just didn't mean to do that. It was just a terrible accident. Right. So they took.
Yeah, serious.
But those two poor guys, they were hurt so bad, they got to leave the military, and one guy lost all his teeth, and the other guy got all screwed up, and that hurt me a lot. So I sent me to the field hospital because I had a real bad gash, and my flesh was popping open on my left hand, I think, where I still have the scar. They stitched me up. Okay, but and the second thing where I almost got killed is we were having grenade practice. So grenade practice, you pull a pin, and you throw it over a concrete wall. So we were all standing in line, and I was waiting my turn, and all those guys were waiting. So this one kid got up there, and he pulled the pin. And when you pull the pin, it takes 15 and 20 seconds, and it's going to explode. So this one kid pulled the pin, and he panicked, and he dropped the son of a bitch. So all of us kids are like, holy crap. But thank God our sergeant, who was a battle-hardened combat veteran, he jumped on that thing, he grabbed it, and he threw it over the wall, and it blew up. So anyway, if he didn't do that, we would have been gone. So those are the two most scariest part of my entire life, is when I almost got killed in the military, and one going to church to see God, for God's sakes, and I almost got killed doing that. But if I got killed doing that, that would have been a better thing than the other evil things I've done that I don't do anymore. So I would rather die doing something for humanity and for my soul than doing something evil. I don't want to meet my God with an evil heart or hating somebody.
Has anything crazy like that? Not like that, but
Oh,
anything
yeah.
crazy
Oh.
like that in the night scene, like in
Oh
the
yeah!
nightlife?
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! When I was in Amsterdam, when I was in the military, I went there on vacation. So I went to Amsterdam because there's a lot of hookers and whores there and everything. Well, I was 18 years old. You know, we all did that.
Try to get your beak wet.
or something like that. Well, anyway, I met this one crazy Dutch girl, and we were out drinking and screaming and hollering. So we had a horrible argument, you know, for 2 nights, screaming and hollering at each other. So I went home with this crazy, miserable Dutch bitch, and so anyway, did our hoochie coochie shit, and I went to sleep. And all of a sudden, in the morning, I felt something hovering above me. And I looked up, and this crazy bitch had a pair of scissors in her hands. She was gonna fucking stab me to death. Wow. I said, holy shit, stop it, lady, stop it. So I put on my clothes real fast and got the hell out of there. But that was the scariest thing I've ever. That was actually more dangerous than when I was in the military with that thing, was because she was drunk. We argued over stupid crates, like stupid drunks do, you know.
But
there.
To have scissors?
Well,
I ain't gonna lie, I'm kinda scared. Like, that scene right
we
there,
were
that's kinda
arguing about
scary.
stuff, and then we went to her stupid apartment, and we did the hoochie coochie shit, and then I went to sleep a little bit, but when I woke up, there she was.
So you didn't lay it on her right then.
No,
No.
I think that's the problem. He did, and she was like, "Man, you ain't leaving."
Or something. Well, anyway, there she was standing over me with a pair of scissors like that, ready to. I said, oh, "Holy crap, lady, stop that!" Well, then she stopped on me, but she was going to stab me. But anyway, that was actually scarier than anything that's ever happened in my life. I mean, she was going to take my life in some. Oh, that was horrible. That was a nightmare, and that was a long time ago. But I'll never forget that pair of scissors with that crazy Dutch drunk bitch hanging over me, trying to plunge a pair of scissors right into my face or my head or whatever.
I hope I don't have a nightmare.
Oh
Man.
man! Well,
The crazy part is you don't know how long she was up there for.
Watch out for them Dutch bitches.
Well, anyway, next time you go on a date, think hard before you start to argue with her.
Yeah, especially if they're a Dutch bitch.
Right.
Oh, this Dutch bitch. Oh, man.
what?
Yeah, it was in Holland. Yeah, it was a Dutch girl, you know. And
Watch out for y'all.
but so we're drinking and arguing for 2 days, and but that's what. It's horrible. But to actually get killed over dumb drunken arguments. And I'm
Plastic scissors for them.
No, those are real scissors.
Nah, but only plastic ones. You got the real ones.
Well, give her plastic ones if you're going to go out at night. So here's some plastic scissors in case this doesn't end well tonight.
Absolutely.
Yeah, plastic.
Hashtag.
Make sure they shatter real fast and
Hashtag.
easy.
Plastic scissors made in
Plastic
scissors.
Yeah, with breaking points in each, so it doesn't go through your heart.
Absolutely.
Oh my God.
But I'm telling you, this scared the crap out of me. Oh my God.
I'm scared.
I'm scared for you.
Oh, and I already told you about the cancer thing. About you probably want to talk about the bones.
Nah. We ain't gonna talk about
that, right?
Nah.
Okay, yeah, you don't want to hear about that. This is really scary. This will scare your love life for the rest of your life. So I can't talk about that. Yeah, you'll never.
I almost want to hear it now.
You'll never do hoochie coochie as long as you live. So I
Rob,
can't.
it's
So I
your
can't
call,
talk
Rob.
about it.
It's your call,
I
Rob.
can't talk about it.
All I heard was
I'm
hoochie
sorry.
coochie and cancer.
Yeah. All I know is
You didn't hear the story?
Yeah, I heard the story.
Yeah, I told them the story, but I can't tell the audience. You guys might get a little upset.
Let's just say,
So anyway,
cocaine's one hell of a drug.
Well, not me.
Well, no, but it is one hell of a drug.
But you know something? When I was at the state fair 10 years ago, they banned me for the rest of my life because I was dancing. Did I tell you that?
At the state fair?
It's on my fan page or Facebook. I was at the state fair in 2012. In fact, I can pull it up where it says man gets arrested for his booze being too sensual at the state fair. This is 2012.
So they kicked you out the state fair?
No,
We just was talking about the state fair.
No. The police arrested me and took me downtown and cuffed me to the thing. So I called my attorney when they bailed me out. No, it's actually in the newspaper that I can find it and send it to you.
You said 2012?
Yeah, it was 2012. And you can call the state fair about Kenny Buchanan. Can you come back? And they'll say no. They signed me. No, they had me sign a piece of paper that I am banned for the state fair for the rest of my life. So I called my attorney. Well, anyway, I had to go to court. I had to court because it was a misdemeanor. So I went to court a couple of weeks later. So I showed them in court downtown. I had my attorney. They went up and talked to the judge. Now, I didn't do anything stupid. I didn't pull down my pants. All he was doing was just dancing. Well, because you guys have been, you know where the state fair is?
Right. Oh, yeah, we know that.
Okay, you guys know where the pit is, where the performers are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, the performers, but that's where the paid performers are.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anyway, heard the music, so I saw these guys doing their little hip-hop hoochie coochie shit on the ground. So I went out there, and I got the girls, I started dancing in front of them. These guys are, what the fuck am I looking at? So I'm dancing, and all the audience started looking at me. But unfortunately, there was a lot of families with their children that
Kenny
didn't like
the kids.
it. Well, yeah, but the families with their children didn't like it because they thought that was
Inappropriate.
Yeah, inappropriate because their families are. But I didn't think anything of it. I just heard the call of music and dancing, so I just did that. I was just doing what I taught at the studio. In fact, I got in one front of a girl and she said, "Where have you been all my life?" You know. So I was flashing. So the staff got mad.
Oh, they
and
was hating?
the police grabbed me. And
They was hating.
They took me to the waiting room and handcuffed me to the faucets. So then they took me downtown and booked me, and I had to spend in jail for 12 hours. Then they released me on.
Good behavior.
No, they just released me, and I had to show up for court on a misdemeanor for dancing in public. So
Wow.
So at the pit. So
Trick love the kids.
So I went there, in my attorney talk. It cost me $2,000 for my family attorney. So he represented me, and the judge let it go because he thought it was stupid. So they let me go.
So they dropped everything.
Except I'm banned from the state for the rest of my life because the police made me sign it.
Wow.
That you can never come back. So my attorney, I said, "Well, can you get me back on Kel Expo?" He said, I can get back on Kel Expo, not the state fair.
Dang.
He said, for $750, I could probably get you back at Kel Expo, but not the state fair, because when they booked me in the state fair police thing, they had me sign a piece of paper saying you are banned for the rest of your fucking life.
We got to change that. You telling me you haven't had a fried Twinkie in over 10 years?
Yes.
Wow.
No, yeah, 10. It was 2012. In fact, you can Google Kenny the Dancing Man at the state fair. It's on YouTube.
What's up? You trying to go to the fair?
Huh?
You trying to go to the fair?
No, not since they took me to jail.
I mean, they probably don't remember. Let's just go ahead and get another band.
No,
It'll be all right.
no, because
Going to jail now.
Because a month ago, a girl on Instagram said, "Kenny, come to the state fair. I know people there, and I get you to dance." I said, "Well, I can't because the state fair banned me." She said, "Well, let me talk to them and see if we can get it overturned." But anyway, she never called me back, so I think they told her, "No, we don't want this guy back ever for the rest of his life."
I'll just buy the ticket for you. They won't know it's you.
No, the only thing I could do is if I became so famous that they would feel sorry for me, let me come back and dance. But they actually signed me a piece of paper saying that I'm banned for life from the state fair.
That's crazy.
But my attorney said,
crazy.
but I could get back on Kel Expo, and my attorney thinks for $750. So I said, no, to hell with that. I don't want to bother anybody.
People have been banned for far worse than
Oh,
dancing.
yeah, worse. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't pulling my pants, nothing. I was just doing my Latin show dancing where you move your hips. And I mean, if you're not moving your hips, you're not Latin. And that's all I was doing. But I did a lot of it all over the fair. I did it the night before at the what do they call the midway where the Ferris wheel is? Mm-hmm. Well, anyway, I attracted a huge crowd there the night before. I mean, a huge crowd. So they got me the night before I got arrested, and they gave me a ride home in the police car. But they didn't ban me. But the next night I came back because I had so much fun, and that was the night that they snatched me because I was dancing.
Well, they caught you, huh?
It was
got his ass.
It was at the pit.
Got his ass.
So if it comes by my thing, it'll say, Sacramento man is arrested at the state fair for dancing too sensually. That was what they arrested me for.
Wouldn't we like to see this America? Don't you want to see this America?
Don't you want to see me back in the state for dancing, for pity's sake?
Hey, I'm with you there.
I was just learning my moves at the studio, you know, just dancing my Latin movements, and the staff got mad at me at the pit because I took the thunder away from the other people that were doing their stupid little playground hip hop break dancing bullshit.
Let's see this live. I need to see this dance live, Kenny, man. We're gonna take some time, man. I need to see your moves. Everybody needs to see these moves.
I'll show you what I got arrested for.
Go break the internet with it.
Break the internet with his new moves. We want to see these moves that got you banned from the state fair. Right?
Oh, for life, you know, because that girl said, well, I'll get her. She was somebody else. She said, we'll try to get it overturned, but she never called me back, so apparently they said, no, we don't want the guy there.
Well, Kenny,
but don't you want me there?
We want you there. We want to see it right here, right now. We want to see it live, right?
Yeah.
You know what, Kenny?
All he was doing is just trying to make friends and have fun and laugh. That's all he wanted to do.
And we did that today. Kenny, thank you so very much for being on the show today.
No, thank you.
We're going to end it with you dancing for sure. But once again, we want to thank you guys so very much for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget about my guy over there on the ones and two, Warren. Got my guy behind the scenes, Tony. Don't forget about the main man right here, Rob Winton, King of Sacramento. Let's not forget about Kenny, the dancing man. Special guest.
Dynamite, gunpowder, and freaking rocket fuel. That's what I'm bringing to it. That's what I'm doing.
Let's see you dance. We want to see those.
All right.
Let's go, Kenny.
Okay.
Go ahead and take your headsets off, man. Let's go ahead and see this, man. I'm vibing with him. I'm rocking with him. Let's go.
Where do you want me to be?
Right here.
Oh, right here?
Right here. Get in there. Yeah. Right here.
Then some Brazilian hip rolls. See this?
Oh, hey, right here. Get it. Yep. There you go. Get it. Hey. Get it, Kenny. Get it, Kenny. Get it, Kenny. Get it, Kenny. Get it. Yeah. Oh. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in to About the Night, episode 32, baby. We in the building. Let's go.
You wish you were me. You wish me.
Ooh. Yeah.